Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Namaste. I welcome you all today in this Zentangle session. I'm your host Nidhi Prakash and I wish you all a very happy Easter to all who celebrate. This is a wonderful Sunday morning today. I hope everyone is doing great. Bonjour DMO. Hi Sabrina. That's so awesome, Sharon. Hi, Lady Q9 from, hi, Christy from Los Angeles. Good afternoon, Els. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Judith. You are still working on Mandala. Take your time, and yes, draw at your own speed. Enjoy the process. You are using Kinari 1 and 2 now. That's so awesome. Hi, Stephanie from Malaysia. So, we are going to work on a 3.5 inch square tile. You can just draw a square on any paper. It's absolutely your choice. You can draw like this, just a square of a 3.5 inch square, or if you want, you can draw these tiny 2 inch square. If you want to draw the separate tangles on one paper, that's absolutely your choice. Or you can work on this kind of paper here. So we are going to follow our these 8 method today. These are our basic steps to the Zentangle method. And I'm going to use the graphite pencil and tortillon for the shading and 01 pen as of now for the drawing. Maybe we can change the tip based on our design. So let's start. Is everybody ready? Hey Linda, seeing you after so many days. Just watching today. Yeah, enjoy the session. That's cool. That's so awesome. Enjoy the sacred mandala sessions. So before I start, let me just show you few of these hashtags as well as the little disclaimer. Today, this is our 60th session of the Let's Tangle Together. We have worked on lots of these kind of the tiles in our past sessions, and you can use all these hashtags as well as your own hashtags whenever you are sharing your art on any social media. So I just want to show you, these are some of the past artwork. Like this one is the 60th one today, which we are doing. So you can see all those 59 sessions video recording at my channel, as well as there are few videos which are available only for the Patreons. Those are some of the Zentangle inspired art, like something like that. This is the 2-layer Zentangle inspired art. So it's the double layer one, and it's on the 6-inch square, and the color pencil have been used on a tone 10 paper. So you can make something like this also. Today we are going to work on a classic style. So let's start. I want to say thank you to everyone. Start with the first step who are joining me today. I'm very grateful for all these supplies, for the whole Zentangle team who created all this steps method, organized all the tangles for us. And then these are the basic steps. You can follow the step one by one, or you can skip one. You can add your own. That's the best part of this method. So now we are going to skip the corner dots as well as the borders. We are going to start with the string. So for the string, I would like you to use your pencil and draw very lightly. If you can divide your tile into 3 sections, so kind of the 1/3 from the bottom, I would like you to draw this straight line just by your eye. If you want, you can use ruler, no problem. Draw it very light because we are not going to use the ruler. We are not going to use the eraser later to clean that up. this line is kind of going to merge with our pattern later. The second part of the string is, if you want, you can just draw this little tiny dot on the top, because we are going to draw this arch going all the way to the top here. Draw it very light, please. And then we are going to do the double of this. So this is our string with the pencil. And now it's the time for the tangle. Good morning, Carrie from St. Louis. Happy Easter, Instant Karma. So now it's the time to grab your pen and start working. So this is the string for today. And now we are going to start tangling. So before we start tangling, I would like to announce my new tangle today, which we are going to use here. So I'm very excited for that. The name of the tangle is Worthwhile. Here is the deconstruction sheet for that tangle. We start with the zigzag line. We can draw multiple zigzag lines or just few of them. Then draw these tiny lines over every peak and the valley in that zigzag line. And then we'll draw the shape. Here, circle is the basic shape, but you can change these shapes in your variations, like the hexagon, triangle, flowers, heart, or whatever you feel like. And then you can use it as a filler. You can use it as the grid lines. You can use it as just the one border or as the ribbon. So it's your choice how you want to use this tangle. So this is the tangle which we are going to draw first in our this tile today. I hope you like this new tangle. So let me just keep it here, this Worthwhile. So first we are going to start making a zigzag line all the way over this horizontal line. This is our first step. Now we are going to draw few more. We are not going to draw way too many. We are not going to fill all the way, but just two of them. Happy Easter. I can't pronounce your name. From Holland. I don't want to pronounce wrong. Leave little space and draw the zigzag line one more. Try to draw all these zigzag lines in the parallel style, like the peak above the peak and the valley below the valley, like that. Now the next step is to draw these. So don't draw over the top, please, just on the valleys, these little tiny lines. Just on the valleys first. On these two, don't draw on the bottom. Now on the peaks on these two. We are not drawing on the top and the bottom of these. We are going to use it as just one of this panel or the ribbon and the the ribbon category. So there are thousands and uncounted the tangles, and I have divided all these tangles into these 17 categories you can see on the screen. And you can put this tangle into the grid tangles, you can put it into the filler or the texture tangle, or maybe into the band tangle, ribbons and the bands. So it's your choice, whichever category you want to put in. Now we are going to draw these beautiful orbs or the circles. It's absolutely okay if circles are a little bit bigger or smaller, or not the perfect round. Just try to draw as good as you can. That is the most important thing. And after this, that we are going to decorate our this worthwhile tangle. We can make we can do this kind of the filling. We can do here in this one I made the flower, so there is no circle. So in this one I'm going to make little few of these bumps on the corner. They can be more or less 5, 6, 7, whatever you can easily fit in. I didn't change the pen. I'm using the same 0.1 micron. Decoration inside the shape is your choice. In fact, you can change the shape also. Choosing the shape is also your thing. My suggestion is to draw the circle first, but I have shown you a lot of variations. So you can change the shape, you can put your own shape also. If you want, you can decorate it like this too. And now we are going to draw the same in the center of these circles, kind of the aura line of these star kind of the shape, and a little tiny dot. If you don't have space, you can just draw one dot. That is absolutely okay. Or you can skip that. Now we are going to make a little tiny border on the top, but we are not going to make a border on the bottom, okay? Just on the top. So for the border, we are going to draw this double line here. Keep turning your tile so that you get perfect angle. And in these border, we are going to draw very tiny straight line, parallel lines, hatching style. Keep your tile sideways or in whatever direction you can draw these lines comfortably. Hi Els from Belgium. Hi Madhupriya, happy Easter. Now in this bottom part of this style, we are going to use the tangle verb. So let's first write down on the back about this word while. So we have used the tangle word while. You can write down by Nidhi Prakash CZT. Then the next tangle is verb, and this verb tangle is by JJ La Barbara CZT. So we are going to draw one of this circle here in the center. And we are going to take the takeoff and the landing style. We are going to draw the line. Right now I'm just going in the air, and we will go all the way to the top here, and then we will come in the bottom and go there. So if you see, it's going to go like this and going to join here and here. It's going to be like this. Oops, my screen is okay. You can see it now clearly. And then now we are going to draw and we are going to join them. Draw slow, one stroke at a time. So what I can do, I can just first fill on this side. And then to this other side. And now we are going to work on the bottom section. Just coming on this side and joining this line. So I'm now finishing on this side first. And now I will just finish these. Round line on the other side. Whatever space you are left with, you just fill that. So this is the verb tangle on the very base of this. Now I would like, if you want, you can change the same pen and just make this part a little darker, this side of the zigzag lines, just the one side. If you want, you can change the pen and you can use the little thicker tip pen. Just do it on the one side, and the same way we are going to do on the top. We are going to make this extra line here and fill that space. These are just the little tiny decorations or the finishes. Perfect. Now, good morning, Mom. So nice to see you here. It's good evening for you. So my mom is here. She is in India. I'm so happy to see her in the chat today after so many days. Because when I moved from North Carolina to here in Seattle in the Pacific time zone, the time from connection with India is a little difficult now. Awesome, Mom. Now we are going to start working on this top right section part of our tile. After that, we'll work on this arch. So here we are going to use the Tangles flower on this right side here. So this is the stem and a little tiny landing. And then we are going to draw 4 petals in the base, all the seed shape, 2 going into the diagonals, 2 going flat like this. So this is the starting point of this tangle or the flower. First the stem, then the landing, then 2 seed shape going in the diagonal top and 2 are going absolutely horizontal. After that we are going to add few more of these petals in between of these petals like this, and we keep on adding until we feel like we can make it as big as small. It is absolutely your choice. We can just keep it like this much, or we can add one more layer on all 4 sides. So I just want to keep it like this as of now, and I want to add one more here. So this is the base. Good morning, Linda. And then here we are going to add our other petals. You can add as many as you want. Like in this one, if we want, we can add one more layer. Let's add one more layer. This way. So we'll just draw 2 of these flowers, and we will draw this little of these center line in all of the petals. That's it. And now we are going to work on this arch. So before that, let's just write down this tangle. That is SAFFLOWER by Sarah Fowler, CZT. And we have used these 3 tangles so far. Now, in this whole arch, we are going to use the tangle, whipped cream. This is the tangle. So before we start working on the tangle, first we will draw these little tiny circles with little space. So I'm just keeping my tile upside down so that I can work here and I need not to put my hand on the work there. So draw these little tiny circles first in this arch here. After that, we'll join these with the S curve. Take off and landing. Then we'll draw the one more of this kind of curve. Keep rotating your tile. And now we will draw our all these little petals. And these are getting smaller as they are reaching to the circle. First we are drawing on the one side, then we'll draw on the other side. Yesterday in the mandala session we worked on a 8-inch square paper, not 9-inch. We worked on a 8-inch square paper. Okay. And now we are going to start working on the other side. So I'm going to start working on from left to right like this. It's the same petals. And we'll do the same way here also. And here too. Okay. No worries, take your time, instant karma. So how is everyone doing? Let me know, whoever is drawing along with me. Oh, thanks a lot, instant karma. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your support. Thank you. Drawing, Judith is drawing. Also, awesome, awesome. You can write down 1 if you're drawing along with me. You can write down 2 if you're just enjoying watching the video. Nice. Now we are going to work on this center part here. Awesome, Sharon. Awesome, Christina. Thank you, Sue. Enjoy. Now our next angle is this mystery eggs. I will give you oh. Take your time. Take care. The kitty. You are doing awesome. Now, in these sections here, so we are going to draw these little tiny mystery eggs. So first we are going to draw this little tiny oval, and we can leave little of the space for the highlight, or maybe we can use the white pen later for these highlights. Then we are going to draw this little tiny oval. And this big oval. Little hatching and little bit of the stippling, just as the decoration. First is this top oval, then this second sideways or a line, and one more big. If you have this leftover space, you can just fill it with the tiny circles. Let me draw one more here. Hiding below this. You can draw a few more or little tinier, bigger, smaller. It's absolutely okay. And after these eggs, let me draw one tiny hiding here too. We are going to draw one more tangle layer. Let's first write down this mystery tangle. Mystery Eggs is the name of the tangle by Tricia Long. Awesome tangle. Thank you all CZTs. And now it's the time to use this beautiful tangle, Spriggers by Brenda Campbell. Let's first write it down and then we'll start working on that. Sprigerz by Brenda Campbell, CZT. And now, how are we going to draw this here? Let's start. Super se upar. Thank you, Sabana. So, wherever you want, you can just fill it in. Like maybe I'm just going to draw one here. It's going like this. And a big spiral. After that, we are going to draw or a line to this whole spiral. I'm trying to hold my pen a little further away so that it's easily visible. And now we are going to draw these little pointed leaf. You can draw all the way, you can draw just few of them or just on the top of them. It is absolutely your choice. I'm kind of going all the way. That is just my version to it. And a little tiny, this spike into this. You can draw them in the different direction, different sizes, and with little curve also. Just a one little tiny flicking. Oh, again, I'm going like this. So we can draw maybe one more going little tiny here. So you can add them as many as you want. And now we will add one more of these little different tangle into our this whole artwork, and that is the little fascias first. That's the Zentangle original tangle. You can add these fascias wherever you feel like. We are going to use this first version, little wavy. Line and a little tiny dot. A beautiful edge and the terminal tangle. You can draw these fascias wherever you feel like. And now we are going to work. So what I see here I see a lot of space. So if you want, you can just draw the circle here also half and half, or you can just leave it empty. I'm just leaving it empty here. Like here you see I just did this in one half circles. So if you want, we can do half and half here also. So I'm not doing on this right side. Let me do it on this side here. So it's coming like this line and this half circle. So if you have little extra space on either side, you can just fill that space like this. Yes, Robin. So today, the whole scene is kind of, little in the different style. So I'm just trying to maintain that. And we are just going to add one more tangle to this, that's called uh, Dust Bunny. And we are going to add this on this top right corner. It's kind of the spiral, but in the little curvy humps spiral. That's it. So on the top right corner here, we are going to add this tangle. Little humps. So this area I'm going to fill. You can draw as many rounds as you want. This is the Dust Bunny Tangle by Margaret Bremer. Dust Bunny. Bremenner. CZT. And now just the last tangle, that is therefore. So for this tangle, we are going to draw just on the outside of this whole this arch. We are not going to draw inside. We are just going to fill outside randomly. Wherever you see space, it's good that I keep it. And they can be little tilted sideways, just a set of these 3 dots as the filler, or to give little texture on the outer environment. Wherever you feel like. You can draw like this. That's all for the drawing for today. And now it's the time for the shading. I hope whoever is drawing along with me is kind of done. Let me know in the chat. Whoever is drawing along with me, shall I start the next step? So we are done with the 5th step, that is the tangle, and now it's the time for the 6th step, that is the shading. We drew so many tangles today. Let me just see here. Worthwhile, were, therefore, Dust Bunny, fescue, safflower, whipped cream, Spriggers, mystery egg. Wow. So these are the all 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 tangles we have used in our this style. And we are kind of done with the tangling, and we have reached to the sixth step of the Zentangle method, that is shading. We are going to use our pencil. Any graphite pencil would work. So before that, I would like to just fill this center for the center of the verb. Put this little tiny. So you can put all these tangles if you have not made the Tangle Marathon sessions. So Tangle Marathon sessions are the sessions where we made these kind of the journal. I use this mixed media pad, and we drew so many tangles based on their category. As you see, this is the blossom category, and all these tangles are the blossom category tangles. Then this is the vine category and leaf category, and that's how you can see high focus and this border and the frames, heart tangles, grid tangles, seed and the cadent family tangles. So you can see a lot of these tangles. So that's how we made this journal. And when we reached to the 15th one, our kind of this filled, so we made this another one for the last category tangle, that is the knots and weaving category tangles. So we made all the knots and the weaving category tangles in this journal. So that's how you can see all these sessions in my YouTube channel in Let's Tangle Together, as well as just the Tangle Marathon session. So this is the really handy resource whenever we are designing any of the artwork. So you can, when you see those videos, you can see how I think when I decide these artworks, which kind of tangle I'm looking for. So now let's start shading. So we'll start working on these top part first. Bring it closer. First, let me just blend this. I'm using tortillon for the blending here. Again, let me keep it like this so it will be easier. Just with the pen, I'm making these little tiny dots in these circles. These little shadings to create the dimension. Little alongside with these petals. Just a little tiny blending. Oh. In this mystery egg, I didn't make these little tiny stippling on the both side. Now this is the sprigs, and just in the last round or a line, I want to give a little touch of this. Hi Deborah. You just finished? Yes, this is what we did yesterday. This mandala we did yesterday in our session, mandala session. It is on a 8-inch square. So we couldn't finish it in the time, but we did everything else. You are supposed to just repeat the same thing here. And this is the piece we did yesterday, which Deborah is talking right now. It was fun drawing that. So now there will be no session next weekend, but again, next to next, we are going to see each other Saturday for the mandala session and Sunday for the Zentangle session. But I will try to work on that new mandala, which I just completed. I showed you yesterday also. That is the root chakra mandala. Here you go. You can see that. This is with the acrylic colors. And I'm going to now start working on the video of this one, and it will be available for all my Patreons and YouTube members. And here are all the sacred geometry mandala which Linda was saying is earlier. So most of these mandalas are available for everyone on my YouTube channel. Some of them are for the Patreons and for the YouTube Oak and Above members. Last month, I gave this is the Metatrons Cube mandala which I posted for all my Patreons and YouTube members. Before that, it was the Yin Yang mandala, and this is the 3D Flower of Life. This is also available for all my Patreons. So these are on the 14-inch square paper. But here are these three mandalas. They are also on the 14-inch square paper. They are available for everyone. So this is on the 14-inch square one. This is on the 14-inch and this one too. And they are available for everyone. As well as this Christmas wreath. This is again the Zentangle inspired art on a 14-inch square. This is available for everyone. So you'll see most of the artwork is free and available for everyone, but some of the pieces are for the Patreon only. So you can support me through the Patreon. You can support me through like just how Instant Karma did with the $20. You can support me by being the member of the YouTube. And when you support like that, you can unlock lots of different other videos too as a thank you note I just made for all my members. Okay, now in all these little tiny
The time is 9 a.m.
circles, so we are just going to fill on these little tiny humps. That's it.
Sorry, it looks like Simply Safe is unavailable right now.
These are some automated messages in our Simply Safe. Every top of the hour, it keeps on suggesting something. Just fill on the edges on these humps. In this worthwhile tangle, you can choose your own shape if you don't want to use the circle, and you can choose your own filling style, the decoration inside the shape. Now let me just little bit touch at some of the places wherever I see little white spaces popping up. Try to just stay in the humps, don't come in the center starish shape. Okay, and now and on the other side we are going to do shading over the lines. Shading is an important step. Oh. Now in this one here we are going to do the shading along with those little curvy lines as well as on the edges. So here is our whole artwork. I'm starting with drawing the circles on the 3D mandala. Oh, I can understand. Take your time, draw slowly, draw one step at a time. You can take as many pauses in the video or change the speed a little bit slower if you feel like. Maybe that helps. Now just a little bit around this arch. So I didn't use the graphite pencil here. I'm just using the same graphite which my tortillon is carrying, just on the inside part of little bit inside the stem too. I think that's it. That's it for today. Just on this side here and this side here too. And this is our today's style. And now we are done with the shading. Time to write down the initial and the sign. You can make your own chop with your initial. So mine is like that. N P Nidhi Prakash. You can make your own initial. You can use your own initial and make a, just write down separately together separately, make some fun with that, or it's your choice. And on the back you can do the whole sign on your tile. You can write down today's date. You can write down this is let's tangle together 60. This is 60th number. You can write down today's date or YouTube live or whatever you want to write down. Today is, so this is YT live and 2023-04-09. If you want, you can write down Easter. Today is Easter. You can write down Happy Easter. Or if anything else you want to write down about any of your feeling or anything to add this artwork. I hope you all enjoyed working with me. I really enjoyed working with you all. I have reached to the 8th step of the Zentangle method to appreciate again. The best way to appreciate is to hold it in your hand, look it from a little further away and praise your artwork. That we spend this beautiful time creating this masterpiece. And I want to say thank you to all of you who joined me, and thank you to all the CZTs. I have used the tangles of all of you, these all the CZTs, and as well as the Zentangle ink. You can share your artwork with me in the Facebook page. I'm going to make a post of it just after the session, as I always do, and I can't wait to see your work. And I'm again really very excited because I deconstructed this tangle worthwhile and I announced it today. This is the one. I'm going to share the picture of this one too on my Facebook page where you can see with all the step outs. Bye bye everyone. See you next week. Happy Easter again. Who celebrates? Have fun.